was a nice lift back there. But you got a lot to learn.
Crap.
You stick with me and I'll teach you a few things.
No offense, but I don't even know you.
My friends call me Sully.
Hello and welcome back to Square One Games. My name is Ixonovic and this is chapter 9 of our brutal difficulty walkthrough for Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. And this is a crazy little combat sequence right here. Even though you're not able to really fire back at the enemies, they are definitely firing at you. You can see right there on the menu screen that I am showing you that I just did that on brutal, because I fear that some people might say that I did that on an easier difficulty, because if you've played this, you know that this particular part on brutal, you will die a bunch trying to get to the ladder up here. So we're going to replay this a couple of times just so I can talk a little bit about how I was able to get through this. I tried this a lot of different ways. I tried getting behind cover and, waiting for Cutter to kill some of the enemies, thinking that if I thinned them out, it would make my journey to this little doorway right here a little bit easier. That doesn't work. I died. I probably did this for, I would say, about an hour, just trying out different strategies. And the one that I came up with is to take a little bit of cover initially. So right when you spawn in, okay, there's going to be these 3 guys facing you, and I'll show you this in just a second. Like I said, we're going to replay this clip a couple times. It's going to be 3 guys facing you, and the trick is to get those 3 guys to shoot at Cutter. You can see right there, they're starting to shoot at Cutter, and then I take off. So I get right behind that first piece of cover. If you don't take cover initially, and you just take off, those 3 guys will want to shoot at you. And that damage output is just enough to kill you before you can make it to the door. But if you can just get them to shoot at Cutter just for that brief moment, you can see right there that even when I made it through the doorway, I was severely hurt, but I made it. If you can get them to shoot at Cutter for that first instance of this particular combat sequence, you'll be good to go. You will make it. Once I did this, I actually reloaded, and after I was done with the game, I came back and I said, let me just make sure that this strategy works, and it does. Now, once you get going, all you have to do obviously is keep jumping around and rolling around and trying to be a moving target. You don't really want to take much cover after that, and you want to take the shortest distance between when you spawn in and when you can make it to the door. So straight, okay? So you can see that I jumped over a couple of obstacles. You don't really want to be following the curve of the area, if that makes sense. You want to go straight for the door, like point A to point B, draw a line, that type of thing. And you shouldn't have any issues getting through that. But that will be difficult. You may die a couple of times, but like I said, that's the only strategy after an hour plus that I was able to come up with to get you guys through that. I know on my crushing difficulty it really wasn't that bad, but on brutal obviously you die a whole lot quicker, so just keep that in mind. Now this section right here, pretty standard stuff. We're just going to keep our cover. First guy, obviously dive off the top rope, get him with that elbow cheese, get you a gun, get behind this piece of cover, and then just make sure you kill everybody either by throwing back grenades or shooting them from coming out of cover. Now the main thing you want to do is take the 2 guys out that you see me shooting at right there. This gun that you have is very good because you can zoom in. I didn't really need to because I'm kind of used to where the enemies are, but you want to make sure that both of those guys are dead before the guy with the riot shield comes out, because what that's going to do is trigger a checkpoint, and we definitely want that. You're going to see a lot of that as we continue this run on brutal. We're going to do a lot of checkpoint leapfrog tricks, just basically killing enough enemies to get a checkpoint so we can restart, or even if you die, you got that checkpoint, you get a replenishment on ammo, that sort of thing. So I'm just trying to get my shot on right here. I think I just took him out right there. Yeah, I did. So now you got the shield dude. You can try to kill this guy if you want to, but you can see there I just picked out a cover, take to death, or you can restart your checkpoint. It's going to automatically put you right there, okay, which is exactly what you want. Basically all the enemies are dead. You just got the riot shield guy to worry about, and it's going to spawn you in with 1 grenade, which if you guys have played this game or any Uncharted game where you have the ability to take out the riot shield guys, you know that grenades are awesome for the riot shield guys, and really for any enemy for that matter. So when you spawn in with that grenade, you just take some cover, take out one of the riot shield guys, then the second one, just make sure you overload him with ammo so that he falls down. And then I like to shoot him in the feet. I feel like it's the most exposed part of their body. Sometimes you can get a headshot depending on the angle that they fall down at, but if they fall down and they're in front of you, they're always going to give you their feet. Okay, so shoot the feetsies and get you that kill. And then remember, don't do the peek out of cover mechanic. You want to do the shoulder lean mechanic around the obstacle and get you some angles on those dudes in that area. Take those guys out, and then just go ahead and push forward. Make sure you pick up all the ammo and all the grenades, because you will need it. And I'm showing you right here kind of the magical line that if you cross that line, you'll spawn in the next wave of enemies, and that's what you want to do. You want to run up, cross that line, and then come back here and play the same angle card that you just played previously, right? And get you some shots. Like I said, the good thing about this gun is that you can zoom in a bit and use that to your advantage and get you some nice kills. The riot shield guy is not too bad. Just make sure you try to get some headshots, because you don't want to expend all your ammo here. There will be a little bit more enemies to kill. And do keep in mind that you have teammates, so they'll also be getting some shots on. But I would strongly urge you to get the most shots, just because they're not going to do too much damage to the guys in riot shield. Now, the flat gear. If the guy pushed forward a bit and your teammates were able to actually have some physical hand-to-hand combat with him, they can take him out pretty quick. But because he's never going to push forward past that drawbridge section, it's just very important that you get the shots on and get that kill. And then I think there may be, one more guy or two more guys. These guys will always flash out at you. The flat gear guy, once he's down, will basically spawn those two in. They'll always push up, so just get your blind fire kill and keep this thing moving. All right, so with this next sequence, you just want to be patient. Patience is definitely the key right here, like it is with just about all these combat scenarios in Uncharted 3. But especially here, just kind of hang tight. Remember, you still got your teammates as meat shields, if you will. They're going to be drawing some fire. But you just want to get behind this piece of cover right here and just, again, use your shoulder lean mechanic to get your shots. Make sure that you take out the dudes in the riot shield with the riot shields first, okay? You don't want them pressing too close, because once they get so close, I feel like you're going to be in a frantic kind of state trying to kill them, right? So you want to make sure you take them out as far back in the map as you possibly can. This dude right here, like I said, you can use your zoom in feature to get your kills there. And I think there's still one riot shield dude left. If the flat gear guy pushes up, just go and take him out per usual. You can go for headshots if you want to, but you should have a lot of ammo in this area. So feel free to shoot him in the body, just get your shots on, or you can be a little bit more picky with your shots and that sort of thing. Again, aiming for the feet on those dudes once they drop down, and they kind of put their riot shield over their head and kind of turtle up. Move up to this piece of cover, mainly so you can grab that grenade. This part gets a little bit tricky because you don't know if these guys are going to push you or not. Like this guy right here, sometimes he will not push you, like he's running back right there. Sometimes he won't even push at all. Now right there, what I should have done when he went and tossed that grenade was shoot him. If I would have shot him, obviously they dropped the grenade and it would have killed him. But if you're good at throwing back grenades, it won't matter either way. If you're not good at throwing back grenades though, just make sure you watch for him to throw a grenade at you while he's in that animation. Just peek out of cover. Remember, if they're throwing a grenade at you, they're not going to shoot you. You see what I mean? So you're invincible. So just hop out of cover, shoot him one time, and you'll be able to get that. I'm trying to show you here, and I think I died a little bit too early. I was trying to show you a little bit more of that area though. There's two guys that spawn in, but the great thing is that if you cleared out that first area, you trigger a checkpoint. And what I was trying to show you is that you don't have to kill those two guys. They can be a little bit tricky to kill. So just take the death. You see what I mean? And when you spawn back in, you'll be where I am on the map right now. And then you just get your kills. And now I'm showing you that they're dead, but I didn't kill them. Does that make sense? So as soon as you take out that first wave, just go over the steps, take the death. You know what I mean? Or try to make it to that area either way. But trigger the checkpoint. Come back in, and then those two guys will be dead, and you won't have to do anything. So that takes care of chapter number 9. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. See you right back here in the next one. You guys be good.